Knockout Legends in the building. Like, comment and subscribe. So today I will talk about Tyson Fury. And what can I say? Karma has come back around. Now, since Tyson Fury has said certain things such as he doesn't care about legacy, he cares about money. And he's only fighting for money to secure his family's generational legacy. What happened to the fighting man? Now, you banned Adam Catterall and TalkSport because of the comments they made. Now, were the comments valid? It seems that they were. Everything that's been said about everything you've done and how you've gone about things and what you've sold the fans, it's backfired. Even with you announcing the Usyk fight, the way you've announced it, I don't even know if anyone even cares about Undisputed now after that debacle that you had with Francis Ngganou, because most of the public, the majority of the public, thinks you lost the fight. Now, objectively, because I watched the fight, I only just gave it him just, and that's only because I looked at what I looked at, and I looked at it objectively. And to be fair, you know, if I didn't look at it like that, my first impression was that he lost the fight. But after watching it back properly and watching the rounds and watching everything, he just about won it, and he just about won it by like 1 point. So, and that's just me being objective. To be fair, it serves him right, because he had no business fighting Francis Ngganou. He did that because he wanted extra money and he wanted to be in control, and his ego was out of control and his ego was unchecked. And now his father and even Shane, there's nobody to put him in check. At least when he was with his uncle Peter, he'd been instilled with some discipline, and he'd actually, you know, act right. And that's the problem with Tyson Fury now. He went from, you know, getting banned and the public kind of like being disinterested in him in a way because of his controversial statements, but at least being a man that you could actually understand, to being this pseudo-American fake celebrity that's trying to be larger than life and just feeds us a load of deception and smoke and mirrors. Now, don't get me wrong, the business of boxing is smoke and mirrors and personality and feeding the public what they need to sell fights, but there's a way you do it. Have a little bit of integrity about it and a little bit of honesty, instead of just lying all the time, to the point that people will believe you just because they want to believe you, because they're looking for this great hype train fighter that they can call the best over the division. Because we all know what we know about boxing. Certain demographics dominate it in a way that other demographics are envious of, because they always want to be the best and they always want to be at the top of the tree, and they keep screaming that they're at the top of the tree. But when you look at boxing in whole, it always proves to show what you think, and what actually gets publicised on the news or on TV is actually a lie. And it's the same with the world. Everyone's been brainwashed in a way where media will tell you the people that are being oppressed are the oppressors, and the oppressors are the oppressed. So look at it how it is. Everywhere you see it on TV, that's how it is. But anyway, back to the boxing. It serves Tyson Fury right, and karma's one of those things where it comes around when you least expect it, and it always comes around because the energy you give out is the energy that will come back to you. So it's come back to him, and it's come back to him twofold. So at this point, I don't even think we're going to get the Usyk fight, and not because it's not warranted and he signed the contract. I think it's not going to happen because of public opinion. Come on, who actually wants to see that fight now that we know Tyson actually really, by public opinion, lost the fight? No one wants to really see it. And Paul Usyk, he's been waiting all this time to try and get this fight and get it over the flipping line. Moved up from cruiserweight to heavyweight, done what he's done, beat Anthony Joshua twice, you know what I mean? And beat Chisora and Chaz Witherspoon. And now he's waited for his opportunity to try and like unify the belts. Also, he beat Dubois as well. And now the guy's got to like hope that Fury doesn't come up with an injury or, you know, makes up some kind of excuse or retires from boxing or anything. Because, you know, with Fury, there's always some kind of angle where he can basically rinse the public to make more money, and that's what it will be. Because he did an interview with Boxing King Media, and he didn't actually state if it was 100% on the Usyk fight, because remember, he's got 7 weeks, and from that performance it doesn't even look like he's ring ready or he's even in shape. And I don't care what anyone says, he'd not trained for that fight. He just relied on his boxing skill, his boxing brain, and just looked at it as kind of a light spar session, and it's backfired. Because you've been made to look a fool in front of the public and in front of everyone, and you've been humbled because I'm the greatest of all time and the best ever, and you're giving the guy a statue because he beat Deontay Wilder. Come on, man. Most people never rated Deontay Wilder, but now you rate him because Fury beat him. Come on, man. What is that? Before, when he was just Wilder, when he was bomb squad and he was knocking everyone out, you know, you didn't rate him. You just said he was, you know, he was crude. You know, he was unorthodox. He didn't have no good boxing skill. Now, when Fury beats him, basically, you know, the guy's fearsome. He's got the best knockout ratio in all of heavyweight boxing. He's this, he's that, he's this. You were cussing him for ducking Joshua, but when Fury beats him, you know, the most fearsome boxer in all of heavyweight boxing, you know, he'll knock Joshua out. Ras, this guy swerved Joshua so many times. He only wants to fight Joshua now because Joshua's lost, and Joshua looks like he's ready for the taking. People are fake, man. When Joshua's knocking everyone out and bulldozing everyone, he didn't want no part of Joshua. Ras, the guy ducked him for 120 million to fight Fury because he thought it was an easier fight. Dumb. Should have fought Joshua, done the undisputed. We might have had actually probably 2 or even a trilogy of actually brilliant heavyweight bouts, because I reckon there would have been drama in that fight, because yeah, he can't box that great, but I think he would have stepped up like he did against Ortiz, and I think Joshua might have actually got hurt. You know, he might have knocked Joshua down, and Joshua might have knocked him down. It might have been one of those fights like what he had with Fury, and then it could have been certain who would win. It would have been the kind of who's going to win. Is it going to be Heart or Desire? But me personally, I don't even think he would have beat Joshua. You know, I don't think he would have beat Joshua. If Joshua never fought Ruiz and he fought Miller, I arguably believe he would have beat Miller. And then if he did get the undisputed with Wilder, it probably would have been a shootout, but I think he would have beat Wilder, and Joshua would have possibly been undisputed. But it's hypothetical. We'll never ever know. And the way things work are the way things work. And the reason why Joshua got beat is because he took a last minute replacement, and it's not like he'd not done it before, and he was willing to fight the best and fight whoever was in his way at that time, and he didn't duck anyone. So he just fought who he had to fight, mandatory, and whoever he could get at that time to fight, he fought. So, you know, it's a different animal. It's a different animal compared to people that cherry pick and pick certain people and then strategically do what they do to win. Now, there's nothing wrong with that if you beat all your opponents, but if you're going to get made to look like a fool against a person that's not even a professional boxer, novice boxer, and he actually made you look pathetic. It says a lot about boxing. And I don't know, it's like basically an MMA fighter could have been the heavyweight champion of the division and beat the so-called best heavyweight champion in the division. But anyway, what are your thoughts on this? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Like, comment and subscribe. And that is another one from Knockout Legends. Peace.